that make y'all in the same league? I've seen multiple clips of you saying you want niggas to get you 40 pieces of Popeye's fucking chicken.
Yeah, what?
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
They need to cut y'all out. Cause that could feed a high school basketball team and them kids eat a lot.
I ain't gonna lie, Ben the Don slick funny.
I'm with Jesus. I don't know none of that chicken head cut off. Listen, chat. I know y'all don't know, but she do voodoo. And I ain't with none of that. I'm with Jesus. And before you try to put one of them things on me, I'm covered in the blood of Jesus, just so you know. And God don't play about me. Huh?
Alright, this is the clip where he goes in a little bit further, and he also plays the clip where she says she'll sell her soul for a Rolls Royce. Check this out, y'all.
Play a fool, but a fool can never play wise. Sweetheart, there's compilations of Woo Lady caught lying. When you get to talking about money, I know what real money is. I'm having this shit for real, and I don't need to pop it on you. I don't need to. I've been getting money a long time. I got employees, I got payrolls, I take care of families, I take care of my cousins, everybody. I don't need to talk about that shit. You like to pop it on bitches and talk about you got properties and all that. If you know anything, Dodo, there is not a good ROI on managing Airbnbs at all. You have to have like a conglomerate, like a monopoly of this shit. You have to even make a significant amount. I don't need to sit here and tell you I make almost 7 figures a month. For what? I don't need to say that. I literally don't. Anybody here can vouch. Can anybody here vouch?
Yeah. I'm a vouch. I'm one of the employees.
And I don't like to talk about that because I don't want motherfuckers asking me for shit. I don't want motherfuckers asking me for shit. So when I see you talk about like bags and things, it's a poor, you're very poor. I don't care if you got 200,000, 300,000. Oh, let them see this screenshot. That's not no fucking money. That's not no money. If you can't buy something 10 times with what you got, you can't afford it, sweetheart. There's a clip on here of you talking about you will literally sell your soul.
Boys, Miami. Can y'all buy Wule Angelai? If y'all buy me a Rolls Royce truck Cullinan, I'm selling my soul for that. For sure. Yeah, we can. No.
And this is not the only one. You said that about you'll sell your soul for a Louis V purse. We don't play like that. We don't play with Jesus like that, gang. I don't give a fuck what it is. You getting caught up in internet and view these tight ass fucking Gia sets and all that. Hang it up, boo boo. I will personally let you come work out with us. I'm gonna be trying to sneak the word of Jesus in you every day we work out, but I'm here to help. Just stop fucking bringing my name up in bullshit. The next thing you want to say is, oh, whose jet did you get on? Baby, I've been on hundreds and hundreds of fucking jets. That's what happened when you got money and you got motion.
I ain't gonna lie, it do be the most petty stuff that she be saying, the most simple-minded stuff. And to think at one point now, it may not be as bad. I think now people just watching her because it's negative as hell and entertaining, and she crossing paths with people who have real stuff going on. But it just go to show you the mindset of a lot of women that's like her, and a lot of people that's like her too as well. Because I've even heard her say that you'll be arguing with somebody and asking a person, whose jet have you been on? It's like, it's the most insane stuff. And then she arguing with a person who really has what they saying they have. But the thing is though, man, like, these folks be so out of touch with reality. You know what I'm saying? Especially people that think like that, where in an argument, material stuff becomes like the main point of the argument. Like, you don't have this, you don't have that. So out of touch with reality, man. Completely out of touch. There's people in other countries, when you compare their dollar to the US dollar, which our dollar ain't really shit anymore anyway, but you know, I was getting told a story the other day. by a guy who was he was just telling me a story about the country that he comes from, and he was talking about even, you know, I think he's been here for like 10 years, but even now, a full day of work in his country is only like $12 US. You know what I'm saying? It's like $12 US. And obviously he's in the US now on papers, but that's like the reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are so far from the real reality of this world, not even this country, but this world. You know what I'm saying? That it's just absolutely insane, man. Stuff that people will go back and forth about.
Why are you stalking people's jet movements? I still got more shit to pull up. Come on. Let's get into what she said. What she say to this lady. Look at this. Just so y'all can see this. I want y'all to see, like, sweetheart, you get over on impressionable girls and motherfuckers who are overly invested in the drama and messiness. Them impressionable girls, they see anything, they go, oh, ooh, lady, how do I get a trick? Why is they asking you? They need to ask some super fine shit who been getting money out of niggas and don't gotta try.
DJ Sonic Free.
What the fuck is they asking you for? And I don't mean that no offense, but if my barber edge up as fuck, I'm not getting a cut by him. If my trainer is huge, why the fuck do you think I'm finna listen to you about workouts? If you is playing Respucia and you don't gotta dress up, why the fuck is we listening to you? Why the fuck is girls listening to you about getting a trick? I'm keeping it a buck though. I'm not even trying to be rude or nothing. What the fuck are we talking about, lady? What is we talking about? Let me go back, hold on. Just so y'all can see this side by side. Cause I don't know if she tried to be funny with this shit or she just actually can't read. But let me just go to this right quick. I'm gonna show y'all an example of how, like, you can get over on people who don't got no fucking sense. I graduated college, top of my class, summa cum laude, top 15%, was the president of my fraternity for 3 years, and I'd have made millions and millions of dollars out of hustling and off the internet. There's nothing you can get over on me, sweetheart. Nothing. So the shit I hear that you be saying is entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, you are entertaining. It's funny. It's funny. It's like low IQ like entertainment. It's like, okay, I can't believe people are looking at this shit, but here we are. It's funny. It's funny, and I don't think you realize, I think you think that like views and shit equal to like people actually like buying in and fucking with you. No, negativity and drama will always travel farther and wider than motherfucking doing something good. What good have you done for people? What are you doing to better the community? What are you doing to make people's lives better? Because you apparently the lady to go to for motherfucking drama. Well, I don't know how, that's weird as fuck.
That's basically the blind leading the blind. Low IQ shit, and you gonna lead other low IQ motherfuckers right on down to where the devil reside at. Cause that's really all that it is. Remember, she was like selling ebooks and had all this stuff going in that first moment where she was going viral. But look, check this out. Imagine being known for teaching women how to get tricks. Now, one last thing that's like really focuses on, you know, kind of like the psyche of this whole internet thing, right? I don't know if you noticed, but in today's time, when people go viral on the internet, whether they're going viral for doing a dance, they're going viral for a certain comedic style, they're going viral just for the smallest thing. They continue to pump out videos in the same lane that they went viral for to continue to eat up, you know, their time right now. It's like, oh, that was hot. I got 1 million views off what I just did. I'm gonna keep doing that so I can keep eating real quick. And so it applies to anything else. The girl went viral for teaching women how to get tricks, how to make men spend their money, manipulate them, do whatever you have to do, voodoo, anything to get them to spend their money. And that's what she went viral for. So that has now sunk into her head that she's smart and she's known for that, and she's gonna keep doing that to keep her motion going. But just think about how crazy that is. It's no help to anybody. It's nothing positive. It's all negativity. You know what I'm saying? It's actually right. Very low IQ type of stuff. Blind leading the blind is actually insane. You know what I'm saying? And she keeps pushing it. But imagine being known for that. Imagine you grew up, you did a lot of stuff throughout life, you worked hard, and somehow, some way you landed in a lane where you are known for teaching women how to make a man spend all his money on you, manipulate the shit out of him. There's a case of a woman who just was recently arrested, I think, by the FBI, and she was doing this shit by herself, basically. Like some Spanish looking woman or something like that. Y'all already know it'd be like some like different women from other countries or wherever they from. They don't even be like the most beautiful woman, but she was proud. This woman was a whole predator against older men, meeting them on dating sites, men who just like was looking for a little companion, getting older. I'm talking about she was drugging them, doing all kind of stuff. You might have seen the video on YouTube or something. It went viral, but she ended up drugging a few of them. A few of them died because of the drugs, and she was collecting millions, stealing their phones, transferring thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm talking about some of these women take this junk to the full extreme, and this is basically what we're talking about. That's manipulation and the devil at the highest form, because it's real. Because it is real. A lot of women have a lot of power just off the curvature of their body. That is it. And they can be very manipulating. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the women that know how to use it to get what they want are the worst ones. And the men who don't have any discernment to notice, to recognize that, the ones that are willing to just spend is how you end up losing your damn life. It can very much happen that way. And a lot of women move like solo doing that. They ain't even on the internet talking about it because they've been doing it. It been work for them. It's kind of like how he was saying. There's beautiful women that do it and get what they want on the low, and that's how they live their life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody, for manipulation, for leading people wrong, doing which, everybody gonna pay for what they gotta pay for at the end of the day. It's all gonna come back on you. That karma coming back, whether you're going to jail, whether somebody gonna do you the same way, or whether you gonna lose your life. It's coming back regardless. But there's a lot of folks who do it on the low. And they don't even need the internet for a promotion or anything like that. They just got their own little scheme going on. But it's actually crazy, man. It's crazy because you could turn, this type of stuff has further repercussions than a lot of people actually think about, and it just reminds you that you're living in a time where this ain't no time for no bullshit. This ain't no time to just be, randomly dating, randomly meeting women or men. Now, this ain't just about women, because man, might have to do another video where we just have a talk about some of the stuff I've been seeing lately. You women that have a face, a heavenly face and body, and I'm not just saying, but you women out there that's, single and, wanting a little something going on in your life, hey, all I can say is just relax these days, because these folks, these dudes out here killing women. I'm talking about, look, with stuff I've been seeing lately, I know I'm kind of going completely off track here, but look, stay y'all ass in the house. You know what I'm saying? You women out there, hey, stay in the crib. Look, we're gonna talk about that more. We're gonna talk about that more. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. All right, Black Balloon, and I'm gonna see y'all soon. I'm out.
And how the refineries will prioritize jet fuel, which will create a squeeze, a shortage on your diesel, your regular gasoline. So he is putting out a warning like this that they're going to have to cut back. These refiners will have to cut back on diesel, especially, and that's a big deal. That really is. I mean, when you're looking at a shorter supply of diesel, you're looking at potential, very good potential for disruptions in the supply chain. I mean, think about what vehicles, all the vehicles that we rely on that take diesel fuel. Your truckers, your 18-wheelers, what are they bringing? Well, we're heavily dependent on them. They bring food, fuel, among other things, all kinds of goods. So your truckers, your farm equipment, other transportation, many things. So we could be looking at supply disruptions. First, or maybe at the same time or first, you'll see a big spike in price. I hadn't even looked. I know here we're right about $4 a gallon for regular gas. I haven't noticed the diesel. But I believe that's next is the prices we'll see increase in price. This on and off again war in Iran, I think that's that continues, and it's all manipulation, I believe, market manipulation. You know, and it's interesting how Trump is saying that Iran and our allies begged him not to do this big attack he had planned. But then when you ask Iran, they're like, nope, we're not talking. We haven't asked to talk. There are no negotiations going on. There's no plan. There's no nothing. So it's ridiculous is what it is. It's a farce. It's like I said before, it's a three-ring circus, complete with zoo animals, jugglers, trapeze, jokers, jesters, all kind of stuff. It's amazing. It's really amazing. What's next? Hard to know. It's hard to predict all this. But I believe fuel price will go up next. And you could see a disruption. I mean, the Strategic Petroleum Reserve is not endless. The Strait of Hormuz continues to be closed. You know, we're into August now. Hard to believe. So, if you have a way to store a little fuel, do it. Somebody in the comments said yesterday that Lowe's has a sale now on jerry cans for fuel, for fuel storage, under $30 right now until August 5th. That's only a couple more days. So that's not a bad deal on a jerry can. I know I had bought 2 5-gallon jerry cans not long ago. I like using them a lot better than that plastic stuff. Real quick too, I saw last night where, as far as that terrible event at that In-N-Out burger place in Idaho, said that an off-duty, I thought there was just one person, civilian that fought back against this guy. But an off-duty state trooper and an armed civilian have been praised for their heroic actions after saving lives during that terrifying In-N-Out event, that restaurant, that incident, I could say. I'm trying to, this is YouTube, y'all. Courageous men have not been named. They may have been named by now by the time you watch this video, but both fought back at the suspect and probably saved some lives. I would imagine so. So I had to mention that. Critical infrastructure, especially water systems, is being reported as that's being attacked in the United States. They're kind of sketchy on naming states. Although, from what I gathered here, they said 7 states, up to 7 states, have been attacked as far as the water infrastructure. The water plants, treatment plants, water infrastructure. Minnesota, Michigan, and South Dakota have been made. But up to 7 states. And then I heard Georgia too, but I hadn't confirmed that for sure. They say hackers, possibly from Iran, are getting into the water infrastructure, and then it was kind of not clear exactly what they're doing with it. If they could shut it off or degrade it somehow, mess with the chemicals, we're not sure. Something to consider. Definitely look at your filtration. The best filtration you can is your water. That's concerning. We have to have that. I haven't looked deeply into it, but those fires out in Washington State, that looks horrible. Near Spokane, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Spokane. But that is terrible. Let's keep those folks in prayer too out there in Washington State that are affected by this. It's destroying many, many homes, and it makes you wonder. It makes you think back to Hawaii, what, a few years ago, right? What's going on there? Yeah, what is going on there? But we got to continue our preparations, y'all, because I think we're looking, I see no good options at this war, too. There's going to be no deal. Okay, there's going to be no deal that opens up the strait and everything flows and we have, unicorns and we all can just take a deep breath. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. So I believe they're going to be faced with the choice of either packing up everything and leaving, which I don't think is going to happen with who's in charge of the United States right now, or go in hard, go in heavy. And that's probably troops on the ground. Not that we probably already have special forces and all that kind of stuff on the ground now. I'm sure they do. But as far as in larger numbers, which is a bad thought actually, but in larger numbers, some kind of land incursion or a limited invasion or something like that, I believe that's coming. I hope not, but I believe that's coming, and that could go long, it could go messy, and we'll be impacted here, especially economically. I saw where we are right at, or maybe over $40 trillion in debt right now, the national debt. 40 trillion. And counting. How about that? It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. Okay, other preps. People have been talking about in the comments, things that I've thought about. Reader glasses. Somebody mentioned that in the comments. Pick up some extra reader glasses. You just never know. The readers, they're cheap. Maps, in case we don't have GPS. So maps would be nice, updated ones. Regular old-fashioned maps. Your dental stuff, your dental repair kit, toothache gel, toothache type of medications. Anything you can get like that is good to have. I think that's a good one to mention. Clove oil, toothpaste, and your floss. Gotta keep floss. We keep some in the car. Yep. Gotta keep some, keep some handy. More applications than just, you can use this for more than just your teeth too, but it's good to have this for, especially after you eat something and, you eat something and you got it stuck in there, I don't know if I always keep these handy. Keep them handy, y'all. I mean, I'm just being real. Right? Alright. I always keep a pen and some quarters in there. Some change, some cash, keep some cash. So your dental stuff. Sewing kit. Good one. Duct tape. And somebody was saying Gorilla Tape's even better. And Gorilla Glue. I've heard of Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue. And, but Gorilla Tape. Like duct tape or better. WD-40. WD-40, man. You gotta have that. Plastic sheeting for leaking roof. Tarps. Something to put over a broken window if you have that. Tea candles. little 1 pound propane bottles that last 4 hours in a buddy heater. If you put it on low, lasts about 4 hours. Good one. Not too early to prepare for the winter. I'm seeing reports that with this El Nino we got, that the winter could be, especially here where we are, and I don't know about the rest of the country, but they're saying here that we could see much wetter weather in the winter and much colder than usual. So here that probably means ice, maybe even snow. That's across in our area here in Georgia and maybe even the southeast. So let's prepare. And let's see, what else? Those were some things that were mentioned. Somebody mentioned baby wipes. Baby wipes work great at removing the bug guts from your windshield. Wouldn't have thought about that one. Good. I'd probably just spray Windex or something on it, but baby wipes, interesting. But let's keep up our preparations, y'all. Look at your preps. Look at what you have stored up. Look at your pantries. Fill in the gaps. Fill in the holes. You see a good deal on something. You see a BOGO. You know you use it. You know you like it. Go ahead and get it if possible, as your budget allows. All right. That's about all I have. I'm going to go to a passage. I am in Colossians, I believe. Is what I'm doing. Colossians chapter 3, start verse 12. Therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, put on your tender mercies, kindness, humility, meekness, long-suffering, bearing with one another and forgiving one another. If anyone has a complaint against another, even as Christ forgave you, so you also must do. But above all these things, put on love, which is the bond of perfection. Man, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know, in this world right now, when we can barely go to a restaurant and not have to think about an exit or a plan to defend ourselves if some crazed nutcase walks in a world that is so mean, that is war-torn, war all over the place, rumors of wars, such meanness, such fraud, cheating, robbery, all the time, grifting, in a world, such a broken world like this. What can we do to be the light, to be that example? It's right here. Forgiving one another, putting on love, kindness, humility, meekness. We do see it out there sometimes, don't we? We do. I know I do see it. I see it. I try to exercise it. I really do. We need to. We're supposed to. Forgive others as He has forgiven us. And Lord knows we need it. We need it, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. Share your comments. Share your thoughts. If you think of other preps that we haven't talked about, leaving out, things that work for you, put them in the comments. I'll mention them. Appreciate you being here. Be safe when you go out. Be alert. Stay close to Jesus. God bless you, and I will see you soon.
What's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to you with another video, man, talking about how this is the end game. In 2030, they not going to make it there at all. And because the reason why I'm saying it, because they push it for 2030, but that is the end game for them. And the reason why I'm coming to you with this video, man, is because these people that you thinking that is ruling right about now, if you think for a second that these people are going to make it to 2030. They not. Time is speeding up right about now. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but ever since they turned off the CERN machine, I've really been noticing that time has been really speeding up. But it's speeding up on these devils, which is the Dark Cabal. You know, pretty much their whole entire daggone cabal with all of them devils that are in it that's been running this world. They are on their way out. Now, of course, we already say they got this whole Agenda 2030, all this agenda stuff, but let me tell you, they're not going to reach it. Because, see, they know that the clock is ticking. They know with all of this destruction that is going on all over the place, they know that the clock of destiny is no longer on their side. They see that the sand in the hourglass has ran out, or you can say it's running out. And they are doing any and every little thing to throw out all these distractions from this daggone war. They want to have distractions with celebrities, distractions with LeBron, this distraction, that distraction. See, the reason why they come in with all these distractions, because what? They know they trying to buy time. They know with the distraction, they can buy time. They get everybody focused on that situation that is on the media. But behind the scenes, it is something way more sinister that is going on. Now, we've seen all of this war propaganda going on. We've seen all of this happening. But see, these people are ripping and running, and they trying to go to these underground bunkers. Because like I said, they know what's coming down the pipe. So they want to get us distracted from what's really going on and what's really coming. Because like I said, no matter how hard they try, they work towards it, they're not even going to make it, because they know this is the end of their timeline. We are at the end of their timeline, and they are running out of time. And they are no longer going to be around. They are literally going to cease to exist. These people, man, they are pushing really hard. Why do you think they turned off the CERN machine? Because they really want to wait to try to turn it back on. But let me tell you, the inevitable is going to happen, which means it is their end. Do you think they came with Avengers Endgame and not Avengers Doomsday? You know, back to back. Come on, I mean, you really got to look at it, yo. They know this is the end game that's leading up to their doomsday. This is the end game leading up to their doomsday. See how I connected the Avengers Endgame and Avengers Doomsday? This is their end game leading up to their doomsday, and they know that their doom is set. Their doom is set, and they only way out, and guess what? They never going to be coming back after this. This is their last hurrah. They are on their last leg. Yes, these people on their last leg, and they all working with each other. It ain't all this politics stuff that's done, the circus of entertainment, you know, sports, you know, Hollywood, all that's over. Then of course, you know, DC with the military, the money system, the monetary system, the IRS, you know what I mean, the IRS, the CIA, the FBI, all of these alphabet organizations are pretty much done. Because like I said, I mean, if you just take a look at them, they on the media just crashing out, trying to keep everybody distracted. But see, nobody is falling for the distractions. So they're going to try to ramp them up even more, and they're going to bring out their crisis actors to try to get a certain type of reaction. But see, nobody is falling for it anymore. It's like people see right through the nonsense who these people really are. Because I'm going to tell you, they've been telling us who they are and what's going on for a long time. They know that this is it. Disclosure date is coming. This about to really get real. So don't you even think for 1 second that they're going to make it to 2030, because they're not. They know the inevitable is coming, and that is their doom. So get your popcorn ready, sit back and watch the show, because it's really going to get interesting. And it's your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Peace.
every Brothers in the Truth YouTube page, those that are active, those that are productive, those are true business fronts. And each brother is a true spiritual entrepreneur. Why? Because as Yahushua was about his father's business, the hopeful elect men out there, the prophets out there that continue to minister and do the Most High's work, they are also about the Heavenly Father's business. I will begin by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rekakudash, double honor to the other apostles of Great Millstone, also known as GMS, and salutations to the Most High's men and four corners of the earth, which is word, sincerity, and truth. And shalom to the sisters that support and subscribe wholeheartedly to the message of the deliverance and salvation of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai. It's your brother Benjamin, GMS Jackson, Mississippi. With the interesting topic, we're going into how each YouTube channel that pushes Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is a business, and it's like a storefront. Why? Because it reminds me of the 10 virgins, and how you had 5 that were wise and 5 that were foolish. The foolish virgins did not carry any oil with them, so they walked about their lives without being a buyer at one of these storefronts. So as there came time of need for them to have oil inside of their lamps, right, which represents the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, they went unto the wise virgins, right? The 5 foolish went unto the 5 wise virgins and pleaded unto them, please, please give me some of thine oil. But the wise virgins said, no, you go out to the sellers and you buy. You have to go get your own. Why? Because as the 5 virgins, they held on to that which they had, which was their portion, that they worked, labored, toiled, and spiritually purchased. Because all of this is symbolically speaking. And the hopeful elect members out there, they're not as the 5 unwise virgins, but they are as the 5 wise virgins. Why? Because they keep oil in their lamps. They continue to go into these storefronts, right? Which is the internet, the net of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that has been cast over the entire planet Earth. That net right there, the World Wide Web, is a net that has captivated me. It captivated brothers in Australia, sisters in Germany, in China, Japan. So the word has gone out like a great line. But how did it go out? Because nobody can buy from someone or something that they do not know. So the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai became a familiar spirit by the Most High placing His Holy Spirit inside of the mouth of the prophets.
Fellas, it sounded great, but
and the prophets set up shop.
I could have used a little more count.
Before the YouTube, the apostles before us, the elders before us, the bishops before us, they were going out and setting up shop, before the camera. Then the camera came out, then the VHS recordings took place, the DVDs took place.
I like what I'm hearing.
Then you had the World Wide Web bring about the first layer of social media, specifically speaking upon the YouTube. And videos were created via channels, and these channels ventured on into true storefronts of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because they ended up having what on the inside? They ended up being a log book, a scroll, docu-series, episodes, chapters, epistles. The same way that you can read the Holy Scriptures and you can link precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. You can go to breakdowns, read from top to bottom, bottom to top. You can bounce back and forth and find whatever topic that you're looking for, and you can read it. That's how these spiritual storefronts are. And I'm only speaking about the active spiritual storefronts. Because we've seen Gary, Indiana, we've seen Jackson, Mississippi, We've seen the slums and the hoods. We've seen gentrification, and those places lack what? Those places lack product. They lack substance. So therefore, they aren't the ideal location to go and buy. But those flourishing, active places, right, are in comparison to active YouTube channels out there, active social media sites and platforms, to where the wise versions are broadcasting their product, and their product is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Especially the reigning in of our Lord and Savior Yahushua, because we're living in these last days, and we're prophesying his return, which the scriptures call his second coming. But along with his second coming, he's going to take down Esau, Edom, and as well as these other so-called kings of the earth, which are these heathens. And as it is written, he's going to place all of the crowns of the kings of the earth underneath his feet. And the Lord said he was about his Father's business. So therefore, we truly understand on how Yahushua said to occupy till he come. Occupying what? Occupying the business. If you don't occupy in the business, does the business fail just because you didn't occupy in it? No, the business will continue on. It's just you won't be an employee of that business anymore. And everything in life goes exactly just like that. You don't take care of your household. You don't take the trash out. You don't handle your responsibilities as a teenager. What happens? You get kicked out the house. Does the house just burn down? Does it get destroyed? Does it go in foreclosure? Just automatically, just because you're no longer there physically? Nope. It continues on. If anything, worst case scenario, it can be sold and have a new owner, but that house will still be there. You can drive past it 5-10 years from now. You're just not there. When it comes to own a job, whether you work inside of an office building, whether you work outdoors, you get caught enough times to not being productive and not producing and performing properly on that job. What happens? You are no longer employed at that job. Now, did the job close its doors? It says closed for business. Nope. You just are no longer there. So now, considering this great work of Yahweh Yahushua, the Most High has given us the means and the abilities. He's given us his most Holy Spirit to continue to be in our right mind, to continue to be in the Spirit, to continue to have the abilities to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. And he's given us all of these storefronts. And you remember when Esau Edom, he was doing a lot of taking down of these spiritual storefronts. Your individual spiritual business laboring for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He was taking down the pages left and right. Why was that an attack? Because it was a spiritual attack. There was spiritual warfare. And that's why you have many accounts who went from 1, 2, 3, 4, went to the first page, second page, third page, Gada, just continuing on the saga, so to speak. Why? Because the work must go on. If it was up to Esau Edom, that was his version of putting Yahweh Yahushua out of business. But you can't put Yahweh Yahushua out of business by just taking down one business. You took down one business page, and then another business page came up. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going to evict this family from this house, and then you expect the house to no longer exist. No, they had to come back to recoup it because now they have the funds, or the house is sold unto another. And that's even how it works when it comes to these rollouts. If you have a person who's no longer producing, what does Yahweh Yahushua do? He replaces him with one that is proper. The work just does not cease. It just doesn't subside and just go producing business. So this truth and this labor of love is compared unto a vineyard. Tilling the ground, we're planting, produce springs forth, we're plucking, and we continue in the labor, season in season, out of season, continuously, occupying this great work, because there's going to be a great reward for those that endure to the end. There's going to be a great reward for those who fight for their spiritual business to keep it from going out of business. Because sales aren't always great. I interview brothers who have, tiendas and different herbal stores, or, some may sell salves and soaps. Some may have clothing. Some may play upon the instrument. You can have gigs and be in the band and not always get booked. You can have product on your shelves and go through a time period to where they're not selling. But that doesn't mean that you just close your doors. Now some businesses do go under, so to speak, but that's okay. It's all about continuing versus allowing that to be your detriment to the point, you have that woe is me spirit and you just can't continue on and you don't know what you're going to do now and all this other stuff, because we still have these truths, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and we still have the spirit of the Yahweh Shah Shai. And we understand that the greatest work that we can commit is the work of the Lord, and to prophesy and stay occupied in prophecy. And therefore, us staying occupied in prophecy and help us to continue to stay occupied in this work, this labor of love. Because what else do you have outside of that? You don't have much outside of that. And even the book of Ecclesiastes says, what is the whole duty of man? The whole duty of man is to do the will of Yahweh Shah Shai and to keep his commandments. When it comes to other different affairs of this world, the only thing that truly reigns supreme is doing the will of the Lord. Each YouTube channel out there that is active, that is productive, that is pushing the work, that is consistent, that is diligent, that is a storefront of Yahweh Shah Shai, to where all of the buyers can come in and see what you're selling. And they can pick up and purchase what they need for their spiritual self. But if your storefront doesn't have anything in there, even a window shopper wouldn't come inside. And anyone that did come inside, they look up, they look right, look over the counter, and they turn right back around and leave. So is that a beneficial store? Is that a beneficial business? No. That is a place that is finding itself very rapidly going out of business. But as I mentioned, we can let our spiritual businesses